Hello guys, this is Barry Blue here, and with me today again I have my friend Kronos.
Hello, guys.
And today we're gonna react on the new Forbidden and Limited list we got, which is active immediately pretty much. And we are here at the Unlimited section. Starting off
Yeah,
with Cyberjar, Danger Jackalope, and Tsuchinoko. So Danger might be something, but I don't think it's gonna be too relevant. Eva and Monkeyboard. When was the last time someone played Pendulum or Ditron? So
I don't know. I mean, didn't they already release them in OCG as well? Monkey Board, or was it just in Master Duel? I get a little bit confused
I'm not
between
sure
the two.
either, but I think even with like two monkey boards, no one did it. It's a once per turn anyway. So
And I think in Master Duel, it's uh, a long time now legal, and it didn't do much. Like, it's perfectly okay. It got power creeped so hard in the last years, so yeah,
yeah,
that's totally
the unlimited section not that interesting, I would say. So let's look on the semi-limited section. I think I heard there's a lot going on. So let's see. Okay,
It's that section I don't like the least. I mean,
semi-limited.
okay.
Let's have a quick look. Black
Wow,
Dragon Serpent. That probably means the White Serpent as well. Yeah, 2/2, which were both at
that's not
one.
bad, to be honest, because you always search a follow-up or a
Yeah.
ditch card as well.
Then we have the X Vizier, who is already shown in the picture already, and Ice Vizier. So the two strong starter cards of the deck are at two. We
I
have,
mean, obviously, it's just for consistency. This deck is
yeah.
way too consistent when it
Everybody
comes to
didn't
playing.
wanna destroy the deck immediately, I think. So that's like
Yeah,
like hitting it a little bit, so its power goes down a little bit, the consistency and the follow up probably gets a little worse since you don't have that many copies anymore. Then we see Malice Dormouse and White Rabbit. So the two starters of the Malice deck also got hit, losing one of each.
I mean, makes sense because it's also one of the
Yeah,
strongest decks. And if you ban one, you kill the deck immediately because they can't go into a rank
yeah,
3 anymore. So they have to just limit or limit them to make the deck still function.
yeah. I mean, yeah, what else could they do? If they could maybe limit Dormouse and let Rabbit be, but I think this is also fine. We have to
Yeah,
remember that in Alliance, was it Duelist Alliance? I think the next set. I'm not sure which set it is or what it's called. We will get the Ignista support, so that works pretty well with the Malice deck. So, and
yeah.
I also think we get a few Malice cards as well. I'm not sure if it's on the next set or later on, but it doesn't really matter too much. Then we have Morphing Jar. No one plays it. It can come back to free, like Cyber Jar as well. Then we see Snake Eye Ash and Poplar. Um,
In- Interesting.
yeah,
Weren't they just limited last, Ben?
yes, that's true. But I think probably because of the Ryziel, they is quite strong against, I would say, against Snake Eye. But yeah, we will see. Sword Ryziel as well. So also like the bad starter is also semi-limited from the Ryziel deck, and we have Unchained Shavara, which comes back to two, and even
That's
the
also fair, to be honest, because Shavara was immediately when it came out, what got limited instantly because of the deck was so strong, especially with
yeah,
Yubel back in the days when it came out as well.
yeah,
Was
that's
really
true.
strong.
It was very strong, which well, was the reason it got the hit to one. But now a lot more decks which are very strong as well. So, and the last card is the Malice in Underground. So even the Fiat spell. So a lot of the starter cards are hit. That's quite
And
interesting.
the field spell was also a great utility tool just to, if you get stopped in between or so and you have the field spell already in hand, it's a great tool to just extend your play as well.
Of course.
So
If you get
yeah.
interrupted, imperm on Dormouse also, this was always a card who could get you uh, the necessary bodies to go into your
Honestly, I like this list a lot because it's the only thing they could approach this
yeah.
problem uh, other than just killing the deck immediately, Malice, Raichu,
Yeah,
and so.
it's gonna be interesting
So,
how the decks will adapt to this, or in which
I
way
mean,
they will play then. If they change much or just add a few more consistency cards, like Malice can play a Cyanide Mining, of course. The Visalia can play the new Tachyon spell, which they most of the time do anyway, but um, yeah,
yeah.
we will have to see. Also, Malice, as I said, with the new Ignista support, has like something which can function well with the deck, so it might not be that big a hit of a hit for the Malice deck on its own. Then to the limited section, there we already see the Shifter to one.
Can this card just go?
I mean,
I hate this card.
better than at three, right? Uh,
The thing is, right now, do you even play it? Because if you
yeah,
draw it and you already had a turn, it's dead. If you draw it first turn, or like you're going second,
you
it
use it.
could be a game changer, but it's a one-off. It's just if you have
Yeah.
it, you have it. If not, you
I mean, I
just
can
don't.
see it being useful in certain decks or against certain matchups. Like if I think about like something like Mermaid Atlantean, if you can play Shifter under Shifter, of course, Mermaid Atlantean cannot play under Shifter. They have to send everything to grave, which makes it quite easy to, of course, come back or like actually they lose one turn if you use Shifter on them,
Yeah,
which is quite strong. So in certain decks, I think you would still play it because it's not like the worst, and also in decks where you can use it as a discard maybe, or like if you play Allure in the Malice deck, you might still play it. If you have it in your starting hand, you can use it. If not, later on you can use it with Allure. I think at least it's a one. So you're
yeah,
not gonna get shifted every time. And
yeah.
what else do we have? We have Druid Swarm to one. Uh,
Also a hit to Malice because they use Druid Swarm a lot to just
true.
play through Nibiru. Nibiru wouldn't matter if you have like a Dormouse and Druid Swarm. Nibiru didn't matter to you, like
Also,
at all.
also it was like the best card to answer the detonator because you can just run into the detonator and then send it to grave. Except they have dual drive, of course, not dual drive, eclipse strength, but it was still a good way to get rid of the detonator. Even link it the Druid Swarm off to send it to grave was okay.
Is Magna Mode also at one
Magnamut is as
in
one,
TC?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, the best Bestial besides Magnamut. I mean, Magnamut is better in the Dragon decks where it can do a lot more than just be like a banish and a search for a dragon or another Bestial. But Druisram on its own is like, yeah, it can get rid of something immediately. Then
Yeah.
there's the Shifter. Masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King is back at one. Um,
To be honest, it doesn't matter. This thing didn't do anything in Master Duel, and it will do nothing in
yeah,
TCG.
not
Like,
sure, yeah.
at the end of the day, it's just a pop and a body. Like, not even a 3K body. Like, some blue eyes, you can run over it, and
Yeah.
that's it.
If I have the field
So,
spell, it's a little bit more annoying, of course, because of
yeah,
course then a little above the 3000, and it also cannot be destroyed by battle bonds.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah,
Uh,
just draw evenly.
It still stays there probably.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but still, it will. I mean, for everyone who likes this card and wants to like fool around with it, enjoy. But
yeah,
I think in the current meta, it's just not as
yeah.
strong as it
And I
were
also don't think you
5 years.
would. Yeah, I also don't think you would play it more than one, even if it was at three, maybe two. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, because you probably can search it anyway. And then we have MathMax Circular coming back, so cyber
was
support
he
again.
banned? Was
It
he
was
banned?
banned.
Okay, it's the best
So
starter in cyber, so
yeah, it could be something which Banlist can utilize as well.
could
Uh,
be
not for the Xyz play, but like for the because it gives
link.
you link climb abilities. And actually, when I think about it, Melis could play now. What was it called? The level 8 Cybers, which just special summons too.
You can also play the reborn because I think circular searches you any spell for Mefmec, not just the trap card.
Yeah,
Or am I
I'm
wrong here?
not sure. Haven't played the deck really.
I have played it, but I'm not sure right now.
Yeah,
Comment in, down below if you know if
we
it
might
can
check it
search
out
the
again.
spell as well.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
it's definitely something which can come up. Um, yeah, we will have to see how that goes. Detonator going to one, which is I think very interesting because now Ryziel has to play. They have to protect their detonator as well from being banished because I guess they can recover it with the plugin if I play it now because then they can summon it from the banished as well. But
or you can also recover it with the fuse play if it's just in the grave.
yeah, if it's just in the grave. But like also a card which is very popular is Metal Kronos, of course, which if people play detonator as a tag option, so they can they can use their own detonator to banish the detonator of the opponent face down. That way they don't get it back. So
Yeah.
that could be something where you have to try, see if you can protect the detonator. Because in that point, if you lose your detonator, I don't think you can do anything about it
Yeah.
afterwards.
But also really interesting because a lot of people play two detonators. I think your list also had two
Yeah, I was
in it.
also playing two detonators in my decks.
So also another hit to Rysel. Rysel got
Yeah,
hit like 5 times now, and I see the next card as well.
yeah.
Rysel hit. So
Also,
continue.
Detonator is like now pretty weak, or like the Rising deck is pretty weak to like a Kashila Unicorn now, because if you get hand
Oh,
trapped, you can just get rid of the Detonator if
true,
you have
true.
Unicorn, and then yeah, what's the strategy of the Raziel deck to win afterwards? Okay, seeing Bonfire, of course, we saw that. I think that is so. I mean, a few weeks ago, we talked about the ban list, of course, what will happen, and I think I said Bonfire to one, right?
Uh,
Because
yeah, I mean it makes sense. It's
yeah,
a Rhoda for so many things right now. Rhoda is also limited. Was it like a other archetype that didn't have as many good pyro monsters? Would make sense to let it at 3, but right now there are so many pyro support, so many good pyro monsters. It just
yeah,
makes sense that it goes to 1.
yeah. Also,
And it
like
will still see plays. I mean, Rhoda is also good till today, and it's just also like that. Search a warrior monster.
yeah,
Search a pyro monster. It's just as good as it sounds, and
and
that's
also
why
this,
it.
of course, will boost the sales for the Tachyon spell, which Vizier plays now as well.
Yeah.
So they have to change the bonfire into the new Tachyon spell. So yeah. Okay, next card, Brilliant Fusion. If I remember correctly, Gem Knight will be getting new support. So
Yeah.
I guess that's gonna be for that. Not sure if you any other deck would play that anymore. I don't think so.
I just wait that people come up with a new FTK strategy that we
That
just
might
don't
happen,
think about right
yes.
now.
But yeah. Then I see the two
This
cards next.
that
Crossout
annoys me.
Designator and Talent. Both cards which were very important for my Blue Eyes deck. Now add one.
Mine too. Like
Uh,
crossout hurts because now you have one crossout and one called by. That hurts. That
yeah.
hurts a lot.
Yeah, because I'm playing the pure Blue Eyes deck, where crossout and talents are like very important to let your wishes come through if you get ashed, or crossout for the Ghost Ogre, of course. So putting these cards as one, of course, it makes sense. They are like very strong cards. Like crossout in the mirror match is insane, negating like a
Yeah,
whole card. And talents, of course, it can be your opponent negates your card, and then you get a pot of greed or get the knowledge of what card they have in hand and get rid of a hand trap like a Nibiru, and you can just combo off from there. It's quite insane, but yeah. Now we have to see. Maybe Frost will get more popular with that.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now comes the most interesting part of
Now
the
the
ban list.
last section, which is the band section, of course, and we see already a Vistrella here, which makes, of course, sense because it's like lingering floodgate-like effect. No one likes that too much, especially mermaid
Oh,
players. We lose Nightmare Griffin, which was mainly played, I think, in Malice currently to go for the Abau.
I mean, basically they get rid of the floodgates, like Nightmare Griffin and Dweller.
Yeah.
It it was just about time. Dweller is still an insane card. Getting rid of the graveyard for most decks or majority of decks, it's just the end of the game for them because they use the graveyard like a second hand or even more than a hand because they have so much potential in the graveyard.
Yes.
So yeah, it was just a matter of
It
time,
was always a
especially with Rise.
Yeah, it's always a card. If you can make a rank 4 in your deck easily, you would play it. And
Yeah.
there are so many decks nowadays which rely on the graveyard effects. T element, Mermail. I mean, we're getting the new.
Also another also another hit to Rise you, if you think
Yeah,
about it.
and that, and actually also to Mermail in. I mean, it hurts the deck a little bit. It helps it, of course, because your opponent cannot do it. But they lose their rank 4, which they can go to activate their Dragoon effects even more.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right now I'm interested what Rising will play instead of Thriller. If there's a good like
it's just
rank
gonna be
for.
another rank 4, I think.
Yeah.
Depends. Um, Link decoder, so Malice loses their one extender, I think.
Also a nice extender for them.
Yeah, I think it was pretty important for the deck because made, yeah, like your Malice monster is like worth two bodies because they can special summon their back if they get banished, and this pretty much allowed them to get a third body with one monster, uh, during the
But
combo, of course.
we have to keep in mind they get his her new support, and that includes also the new main deck monster that is like a just free special sum
Yeah,
from the hand. So
yeah,
they will have another way to get to the higher links as well.
yeah,
And
and
now comes the card that hurts me the most in my
Bahamut Shark because
yeah.
you're playing, of course. One of your decks is Ice Barrier, not
Yeah, I
Mermaid.
love Ice Barrier, and this kills my strategy to be Nibiru proof. I mean, I can still make totally awesome, but not as easy
Yeah.
anymore. This
Now you
hurts.
kind of have to do it with Swap Frogs and the Mage,
Yeah,
right? To get the spell.
yeah,
And then you can
and then
revive the
reborn it.
Mage with the spell, and
Yeah,
then you have Toad, which you can also use in the Mermaid strategy. Swap Frog also triggers all your Atlanteans, so it kind of works well. But
yeah.
you have to kind of play like two bricks, I would say, with the two Ice Barrier cards in the Mermaid deck. Um,
I mean, for Iceberg, it's not that kind of a brick. The problem
of
is with
course,
Swapfrog, you have to open it. You don't have a way to search it. And with the other strat, it
that's
was
true.
just you get every time totally awesome on the
Yeah,
fifth sum. So it just hurt.
yeah, that
I
was
guess,
like, yeah. Talk to you
yeah,
first.
yeah. I guess it's just eh, I prefer this ban instead of totally awesome
Yeah,
because Bahamut Shark was also used in Shark deck, like to get the other shark monster out for free. And in other strats as well to go then afterwards into you go double Bahamut Shark and then you make two totally awesomes. Then you use the two Bahamut Sharks to make also Utopia Lightning. So I like to see Bahamut go over totally awesome
yeah.
because totally awesome you can still make it something.
Of course, this is a hit for all the water decks, or it doesn't even have to be water deck because
Yeah,
technically you could use like the small shark engine uh, in Rizal as well to go for Bahamut Shark.
yeah,
And yeah, Bahamut Shark is just it's getting abused just to summon Toad pretty much every time, and that's pretty much the reason. They could have also hit Toad, of course, but I think yeah, no
yeah,
deck currently does more than could not really gonna do more than run Toad at the same time.
yeah,
So this makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that rounds it up.
Yeah,
Everything.
now we looked at everything. I think we got a lot of course, we got a lot of hits. Semi-limit section is kind of interesting because we hit almost every relevant card of the Vyziel and Malice deck to two instead of like just limiting one. So we hit everything a little bit. Uh, we're gonna have to,
Also,
yeah,
just to mention it, they didn't hit a single card from Blue Eyes that I just noticed. So Blue Eyes is still in full force.
yeah,
Maybe it could be a topic contender now in the meta spot as well.
yeah.
Because it was, I think, the third most played deck in the meta, right?
I mean, it is a very strong deck. Is just not like the best all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like comparable to if Malice and Ryze were like the best decks, Blue Eyes was like below it with the others. Uh, Currently, a lot of other things running around. Uh,
yeah,
Snake Eye change I think doesn't matter since Bonfire got hit to one as well. So even they got two monsters back, they lose to Bonfire,
yeah,
which kind of negates it. Uh, And we, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the balance is pretty good, even though we got a
yeah.
lot of
It's
hits,
a good shit.
and we will have to see. I mean, for me currently, I mean, yeah, I played a little bit of Ryziel, but the main thing which is gonna hurt me a little bit is actually the talents and crossout currently for my Blue Eyes deck. Um,
Yeah.
so, but I love it that I don't have to play against Shifter as much anymore.
Also, let us know what your favorite ban or unban or limited was. What you think about the ban list. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
What would be my favorite card which got banned or something? Hmm, Probably Duella, even though I make Duella a lot as well, but it is a broken card. Okay,
For my favorite, I would say the Griffin lock is
the
really what
Griffin.
annoyed
Okay,
me the most. Yeah.
so these were our cards we wanted on the ban list or which we didn't want to be played anymore. And that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this. And don't forget to comment down below which card on the list is your favorite to be getting hit, or maybe you like a card which got back. Either way, that's it, and we will see us next time, whenever that will be.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.